Shehzad, Rajdeep argues it's not as if they've had a terribly bad relationship. They've had ups and downs. Charan Singh Sapra says this is democracy in action. You can't criticize Modi and stay in the BJP, but you can criticize the Gandhis and still get picked as the Congress's vice presidential nominee. What's wrong with that?
No, look, first of all, making a virtue out of a necessity has become the traditional hallmark of the Congress party. But look, on the one hand, look at the candidates for president and vice president of the Bharatiya Janata Party and the NDA. We have history in the making, the first tribal woman president who is going to be elected to that position. On the other hand, the vice president candidate comes from a Kisan background. He comes from tough socio-economic circumstances, rose to the top in the legal and constitutional field, defended the constitution in West Bengal, and that is the kind of candidate we have. On the other hand, now what Mr. Sapra is dismissing of as allegations of the past, these are very serious allegations. I watched that entire interview time and over again. The tank scam where Indira Gandhi has been indicted. You had the first family's links with the Augusta Westland scamster Christian Michel, and the fact that his family has links with the Gandhi family, Wolfgang. She's referred to a parliamentary debate in which all of this has been mentioned. Apart from that, she has also made an allegation of selling of tickets in Karnataka in 2008. So I don't know how she is a great pick, but that is their prerogative to pick her. But here is what I want to say. I agree with Rajdeep partially, but Rajdeep has only said half through. It's not just bankruptcy of candidates, it is bankruptcy of ideas. Rajdeep's good friend Jairam Ramesh, from the last 4 days, look at what he has been up to. One day it is about national emblem, fake news peddling on that, then it is about the alleged word ban list, then it is about the alleged dharna ban, and today you have this picture that was put out by Mr. Jairam Ramesh where he's saying, can you candidate kaun hai? Now I have a question for my dear friend Charanjit Sapra. This is a picture where Sonia Gandhi, presumably because she's the elector and the proposer of then VP Hamid Ansari ji, is giving the thing to the nomination papers to the returning officer. I would like to ask candidate kaun hai? This is the level of intellectual bankruptcy when it comes to the Congress party, and this runs deep. And now finally, look at the contradictions and the convenience. It is politics of contradiction and convenience. Yashwant Sinha was accused of being involved in UTI scam by whom? Digvijay Singh. They wanted a CBI inquiry against him. Chidambaram ko bada fraudster kisne kaha? Yashwant Sinha ne. This only because they wanted to spite somebody, they made this person who has almost all his life had a BJP track record, an RSS track record, or at least BJP track record, not RSS. They made him the candidate and they pushed him forward, and look, they did not even go around campaigning for him. I mean, Rahul Gandhi was abroad, I believe. I'm not sure where he was. But Mamata Banerjee said that, if you would have known Draupadi ji is the candidate, we wouldn't have. She never invited him to West Bengal. Jharkhand, where they have an alliance with JMM, dumped him and they said that we will choose somebody who's from the tribal community.
It's complete bankruptcy.
And just to make matters worse, they go ahead and they start insulting the candidate. They called her evil. And this is not being said by me. The JMM MLA, Mr. Nalin Soren, he objected to the Congress calling her evil and said, I'm going to take action against this. They called her rubber stamp, dummy. This is a person who has risen up from the ranks. She was a clerk. She went up. She contested elections, won the best MLA award. She served as a minister and the longest serving governor of Jharkhand. No easy feat because she maintained the relations between Rajbhavan and
Rashid Kidwai, to call this contradiction and convenient is one thing. The fact is that Margaret Alva has had a contentious relationship. She's been in and out of the Congress. She's been in and out of favor. In her interviews and memoirs, when she writes her book Courage and Commitment in August 2016, she's saying all kinds of things about Congress's connection with Augusta Westland scam accused Christian Michel's father, Wolfgang Michel. Why then was she picked? Is it just a complete bankruptcy of choices and ideas?
I think, Rahul, from the beginning, it's that Congress has been very half-hearted. As far as Gandhis are concerned, you didn't see them attending any meeting about selection of candidate of whether presidential nominee or vice president. The announcement also, came from Sharad Pawar, and supposedly he and Sitaram Yechuri, etc., had proposed. If there is a Congress nominee and if she's Margaret Alva, then the Congress should have been far more proactive. I don't read much into what she has written because she has the right to learn and live. I mean, she's within her rights to whatever she wants to say. And the Congress had a opportunity to showcase itself that look how the BJP is looking for a kind of someone who's a loyalist, someone who doesn't speak up, somebody who would not have a very kind of critical view of the functioning of the government, etc. And whereas Congress has got somebody who's been a dissenter, who said things, who spoke not only against Sonia Gandhi or Indira Gandhi or Rajiv Gandhi, but against Narasimha Rao. Number of things I have quoted that she spoke against Narasimha Rao and she said all kind of things. So it was a case of missed opportunity, I would say, with the Congress. Congress could have showcased itself by owning up Margaret Alva's candidature.